Jambo, jambo, habari zenu. How are you doing this day, this Monday? I hope you are fine wherever you are watching me from. I hope you are doing well. We thank God for this day. Not many have seen this day, but here we are rejoicing in the Lord. Being a Monday, our Muslim brothers and sisters here in Kenya were celebrating Eid Fitr because after Ramadan month, so today was their holiday. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the happiness you deserve. So thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos, my new subscribers, my new viewers. Thank you so much for joining Team Pamela. I'm happy, I'm humbled, I'm grateful. My returning viewers, my subscribers, and keyboard reactors, the moderators, thank you so much for loving me that much. I love you too, all. So today's video, we want to check on what is happening on the seat because one thing, we cannot talk about one thing for a week. Now the week has elapsed. Now we are on Monday. We are still talking of last week incidents or maybe things which happened on last week. That shows we don't have anything to say. My boss, Muraseno, has nothing to say. Addressing one thing every now and then. Why is he guilty? I see someone who is guilty. Or how do you see it? Because after addressing issues, after talking about, after taking action, Muraseno came again. Yesterday, he fired all his positive reactors, telling them, asking them to get a niche or react on other people, not him. They need peace. Okay, they have been supporting him, but now this one makes it be more serious because they are amplifying it. Because like now we talk, they talk, we talk, they talk, so it fuels it in another way. So Muraseno feels like now these people should be rendered jobless. So he rendered them jobless yesterday. That was not enough because if it was, would have given them maybe just suspension. So you've fired people, people have gone home. Still, you are coming up again to tell them what they are supposed to do where they are at home. Still following them where they are. Already they are, when you are sacked, you know that. But I hope this sacking, my people, this is where normally Mura goes wrong. The people who supports you with all their being. I know all these things. I guess Muraseno is telling them, oh, you shouldn't feel bad because I know you can just go and react on other people. Because leave us, this family alone, as we are tired, you can just go and start another niche or react on other content creators. So he's advising them now. But for the negative one, just leave them to me. Just leave them to me. Those ones just leave. But you, I know you've been following us, but you can just go and maybe react on other people. Because Muraseno thought maybe these people were supporting them. These people are having, this is a niche. These people are getting money. There's nothing that maybe, oh, they were supporting you like now with their blood. It was a job. This side, maybe they thought it is a bit full. So they wanted where maybe they can be shouted out. You have a big audience. So they opted for the big audience. Not because they love you. No one loves you there. Not even one. These people, I hope they will not turn against you because this is now where you, Muraseno, sometimes he messes. He needs a PA. Who said that? Nairobi teacher. Yes, I also thought of that. This man needs a personal assistant. He needs a personal assistant who can guide him on what to do or what to say and when and where. Because if he's left like this, he's going to fire even the you know whom I'm talking about. Soon maybe our mom will be fired. Who knows? Because the moment you fire people like these, people who have been standing with you, pretending they are standing with you, but it is a niche. They are now on the other side, all right? Because it is reaction. Reaction is reaction. So it's not about negative or positive. These are the people again. He's now declared another WAR on the positive reactors because how will they survive? These people survive talking about us, and now they have been rendered. They are being told to go and find another job somewhere else. You see, I don't think they are going to take it maybe lightly, and this might also cause another uproar. This might also be rebels in his camp. Yeah, that is according to my opinion. This is what I see now because these people. I remember last time he talked about it. They paused a little bit, but they never. He never sacked them officially. They paused it, but now this time They have been sacked, and then another letter is following them, telling them, please get another niche, or maybe get another person or other content creators out there, but us, leave us alone. So it's like now he has officially done away with them, and still at this same point, I see someone who is bothered. Something is bothering him because he's talking about this issue too much, because it's like now he didn't want to take this action. Maybe there were some forces behind him who pushed him, maybe the sister, maybe the wife, to take this action. But with him, he never wanted. Maybe he just liked to threaten people, but he never wanted to push this thing forward. Like now he has done it. So he doesn't know his fate now also. He doesn't know what other people, the negative reactors, what they are thinking, or what they are, the steps which they are taking. So these kind of things are making him to have sleepless night. So he's a wounded man. He's someone who is now hanging in the balance. That is why he keeps on repeating it like this. Because if he knew, me, I've done it and I've done it, I've taken action, so whatever comes, let it come. But he's so worried. It's like now there are people who are behind him. You are the one who have reported. You are the one who have put other people's channels down. You should celebrate as you've been celebrating. Why are you looking down like this? This is what I don't understand with my boss. What is the problem? Because this thing is really disturbing Muraseno. That is why Muraseno needs personal assistance, someone who can advise him when he's about to make maybe a mistake, a grave mistake like the one which he's just made to his positive reactors. Because this piece, I'm sure, not all of them will be loyal to him again. These people will turn against him. And now it will be a big number. Muraseno, I see. We come here, we analyze, and we talk about this, and they don't like us uh, talking about the things which are happening, but they bring these issues to us. Communication. They have this communication breakdown. They don't have it as a family or as a couple. Because if Mura can come out and say he doesn't know why Rosio is dragging on this issue of license, he's wondering why she's not gotten it yet, and yet they're about to go to Kenya. They are about to go to Kenya, and when they go to Kenya, she is wondering how she's going to drive back home. You see? So you are living in that house together as husband and wife, the way you call yourself, and yet you don't know what is happening with your wife, why she's not getting the license, driving license. Is she been going to driving 100%? Because there must be something. If she's been going to her driving as it was supposed to be, she should just go and pick the driving license and have it. Remember when before they started traveling, Muraseno promised us that when they come back, Rosio was to come back and then do the test with the police, and then that will make her get her license, which we've not seen, because with Muraseno everything is shown. That shows she has not finished this part. So that is why their extension, being in Argentina, we are still going to be in Argentina for some few weeks, because he's talking about before the end of April. We are still in March. Today is 31st. So that shows maybe we are not going to Africa soon. We are still in Argentina, and I think these are things which are making him to feel bored. I see someone who is bored, showing no video which he's giving his people. That is why he is dwelling on one thing, because if you are not busy, you can't sleep well. You'll just be thinking of one thing. Your mind is stuck in one place. So what I'm seeing in Muraseno. So I want us just to hear what he's trying to say, because I see my boss is a disturbed. Because the reason why I see is a disturbed man. You've reported people. You are taking people's channel down, and it's said of these people whose channels have gone down to feel bad, gloomy. The one who has reported them is the one who is now on the cry mode.
Especially for Team Maru and me, my sister and everyone. But again, we stand strong, we stand united, we stand against bullying on the internet and things like that. We stand against child abusers, like literally, we stand against that. And
No, it's good for someone who is grown up. Once you talk about something, you talk and let it rest. Now, tomorrow, you've been having a lot of problems because if something happens to you, that is you. Do not drag people along. When you are doing this, did you consult those people you are saying tomorrow? I see a very petty person. So now you see him standing now there. It is raining. He's standing there. Like now, someone who feels like he's offended. There are those pretenders. This man is a pretender. When Muraseno wants something, he will pretend. He will try to look like he's very innocent, changing the voice, behaving like a small boy. Now, what does he want this time? Because this innocent talk and innocent look cannot just be like there's something which he wants. There's something which this one wants. Let's continue.
It's been a very emotional week to participate in a very tough mission.
Emotional week to you or to the people whom you strike? Eh? What have people done to you? This thing is not something you started yesterday. You've been planning this. So how is it most emotional to you? Hmm? It is other people, the people on the negative side are the ones who are supposed to say it has been emotional week for us. So to you, how is it emotional? How is it emotional? What has happened to you? There's something which this man is hiding. My people, there's something which Muraseno is hiding. One day you'll come and see it because there's nothing which is hidden under the sun. You see him, the way he's standing there, the way he's talking, there's more to this. There's more to this because he's worried. He doesn't know whether whatever he has reported is going to be. And he has already told his people to celebrate.
Given all that is going on, but again, it is what it is. Sometimes things are supposed to happen in a certain way to educate, to provoke, to stop, to initiate, to do whatever. Yes, guys. But again, this has been a great week. Remember, as we start a new week, now we have Maisha's passport. We are now looking at flights here and there, but there's still some little papers left.
So you heard Muraseno talking about the child abuse, people are abusing the children. And, this is the only thing which he thinks he can use for you to listen to his maybe request. This is the only one because he doesn't have anything to say. He doesn't have anything against people because he's a public figure. Now he's talking about the child. And he has to produce because the people whom he has mentioned who talked about about the baby, there must be evidence. You cannot just say, oh, child abuse. This is the man who has been telling us because he should not just think of his child only. We are all mothers here. We have mothers and fathers out here. So this man has been talking ill about our children and our families. He's been wishing us cancer. He's been wishing us accidents. He's been wishing us sickness so that the money which we get in YouTube can end in the hospital. Not only him, even the sister, the brother. These are the things which they have been talking about. But look at now the way he's now trying to humble himself like a very innocent person, someone who cannot offend anyone. This one here. So I don't know why. Why is he changing like this? I don't like pretenders. You are acting tough. Be tough. Do not behave like now there's something which has offended you. Emotional weak? What happened to you? This might not be emotional week. Maybe another week will come which will be very emotional. This is not your emotional week. This should be your celebration week. They were celebrating. How come it is an emotional week? This is where I don't understand. I don't understand. Maybe you can let me know. How is it emotional to this man who was celebrating? Going to other people's channel to comment and leave comment. Someone who is just stamping how he's going, they are going to maybe wipe people out here. When you are wiping people, you are not emotional. You are celebrating when the rubber meets the road.
But these papers are not really main. For example, we need to get Rosio's driving license before we go. I hope she gets it. She's totally delayed the process. I don't know why. She knows better.
Now he's saying he doesn't know why Rosio has delayed the papers. These are family. the things you come out and talk about, and you're just maybe fixing yourself, or you're exposing yourself. Rosio is your wife, so-called wife, of unofficial. Whatever is happening there, and you heard Rosio never always doesn't like Muraseno talking about their personal things here. Always try to talk about them while Rosio is not around. This is what he normally does. Remember even the passport yesterday, when he was talking about the passport, Rosio was not there. So he normally times when Rosio is not around, and then he comes and starts talking about this thing. Like now, the issue of this driving license of Rosio mom. Now he's wondering why she hasn't gotten it. That this one is now reporting to people like us here out here. And then when we ask why, because you should know, as a husband, you should know, because you're planning trip to go to Africa. Then every move you should know. You should not come and say you don't know why. There must be something which is holding her or making driving license. So you are coming, you are wondering. So if you're wondering, you expect Pamela to wonder how. Huh? I will wonder. I will be wondering every now and then, why are they not getting this? If Muraseno himself does not understand why the Rosio cannot get the driving license, maybe she has not finished what she was supposed to finish. Because remember, as I said earlier, they said when we come from the travel around Argentina, that is now when Rosio will do the final test with the police, and then she can get her maybe driving license, which was to be shown us, because Muraseno can never do. If he could show us the mushrooms every now and then. You tell me, when Rosio was doing her final test, he could not have shown us. So I think that test has not been done. That is the reason why Muraseno is saying, I don't know why. You know the reason why. So don't put blames on others. Maybe there are things which are not happening. Maybe she didn't pass. Maybe, who knows? It's not a must that when you go for school you have to pass. You can fail. So maybe there are some failures there which you have to put up with and wait. African tour or African trip is on hold.
And she doesn't have a driving license. I don't know how she will drive. Maybe she'll just be driving in the village. And my my wish was she gets her driving license here, and if we go to Kenya, we can legalize it there, and she can be driving normally like any other visitor, Kenyan or Kenyan tourist or Kenyan residents, you know. Yeah, and also we need to get some paper.
You see now, this is the reason why I say these people, they don't have priorities. These people have stayed in Argentina. How many months? 8 months. They had all the time. All the time. Now is now when they want to start rushing. Maybe Rosio doesn't want to go to Kenya. Maybe she's dragging. Because this is not the time for them maybe talk about this driving license now. They should have papers, all the papers with them as we speak. We thought when they were coming and telling us we are not going to Africa yet because the baby had not gotten his passport. So I thought, or we thought, maybe it is only the passport of the baby which they were waiting for. And now they're coming up with another excuse. Now the driving license is not there. This is buying time. This is buying time for your viewers not to feel bad. You give your viewers or the subscribers the good content. You see, that is the reason why you see him standing there like he's been rained on. He cannot talk straight. Huh? You can't tell us the driving license is not there with you yet, and you people, you are booking. How are you booking your ticket to Africa before getting all these crucial documents? You've been telling us how you want to buy cars, family cars. What? How is she going to drive in Kenya? Look at what Muraseno is talking about now. Rosio is going to drive now. She can only drive in the village. But of course, where else was she supposed to go and to drive to? So you see, these people are not ready because they don't have priorities. They jump onto this, that energy which you were wasting on maybe striking people, you would have gone and do the things which you need in life instead of doing things, petty things, and then you stand there like you've been rained on. This man wants something, huh? If not, maybe he just want to delay people with good contents. He just want to bring excuses day in, day out. Oh, I can't give you good content because now we haven't gotten the driving license. We were not waiting for the driving license. People have been waiting for the passport, baby's passport. Now the passport is out. Now you are bringing another one. Now you are pushing days.
All paper is not as serious as a passport. To be verified by, I will not even mention the category, just to allow, if me, I want to travel with Maisha, I can. If Rosio wants to travel with Maisha, she can, alone. For example, if I tell Rosio, okay, me, I'll leave Argentina and you will come with the baby after 1 week or after 1 month. Maybe I'm going to prepare something in Africa or somewhere else. Or let's say we say, let me go to India, join me after 1 week or 2 weeks with Maisha. She's able to freely travel. So that's what we'll be working on this week.
So you want to tell me, you Muraseno, as a human being, as a man of the house, you want to tell me there's nothing you can keep for the family? You have to expose yourself, everything you have to tell every people out there. These are your personal documents. You don't need to announce everything. Huh? My goodness. Huh? This man should have at least a private life. He doesn't have. So you have to bring everything out, even the things you are working on. You have to tell people, is that content? Huh? Being a traveler, does it mean you have to show everything? Must you tell people everything you are doing? You have to. And when people come and talk about it, you say you are there, you are being targeted. No, 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 no. Muraseno, better have a private life sometimes. You are too, you expose a lot. You expose too much. Hmm? Which word should I use? Is he loose or what?
I know in my last live stream, I talked about positive reactors, or as a family would really prefer them not talking about us anymore. Not that we don't love them or appreciate what they do, but simply because we are tired of everything that's going on the internet. You know, that this team has to say this and the other one has to say that, and they have to amplify maybe what the lies are saying. Don't worry, 2025, we will, on our own capacities, legally, deal with the bullies. You don't worry about that.
These positive reactors never worried about you at all. They never said they worried about. They were working. These people are working. This is a niche. They are getting money out of it. So maybe in your thought, you think maybe they were worried about you. No, they are not. Even as we speak, they are not worried about you. They might even turn against you. This is why you need a personal assistant, because before you do such a maybe grave mistake by just always trying to push people who loves you away, this might cause you another uproar, another rebel might be cooking now. Leave alone the Gintu and the Mogesi. This can be now worse. Huh? You know Brenda? The Brenda can come with the full chest. You don't know her. Huh? The way she supports you, and then now you tell them to go home, and then you fired them yesterday. That was not enough. Still, you are still firing them. Already they are home. Now you are sending another letter to them. Please keep on going.
Don't worry about that. Yes, don't worry. So I don't want you to feel like I don't appreciate, I don't care, I don't know, no, no. And also, I would really ask you guys to, if you're doing reaction, even if it's positive, you can focus on more other celebrities. So it doesn't seem like my family is the chopping, is the food always which has to be eaten. Sometimes that is very, you know.
Take it easy. Take it easy. Public figure man. You feel tired like this. There's always a way of doing away with things. If you feel the heat is too much, your family feel like now the heat is too much, you can resign honorably and go home, do other things. But I see someone who is not now like a public figure. It's like now someone who is starting YouTube channel today. This is commando, really? Crying like this? Eh? Look up. Be strong. Be strong. You're a public figure, celeb. Where on earth did you ever see a celeb begging people to go and do other things? You do your things, let them talk. because already you put yourself out there in the public. To remove that, maybe that thing of you being talked of, you have to come out of the internet or close your channel, go back home. But now you are advising people, even those positive you are advising, do you think they are going to listen to you? Did you tell them to defend you? You never told them to defend you. They started it on their own. So you cannot tell someone who these people never applied a job to you, asking you, can we be maybe your protector or talk about you positively? They never ask you that. So they started it on their own, and you cannot tell them what to do. These people are going to be there. And if you insist of them not to talk about you, because now he's telling them to go and talk about other people because their family is not the food. It's not you cannot tell people what to do. This is just me. Maybe other people, you have your different opinion. The moment you is out there, he has no powers to tell people don't talk about me. The only thing he can do, because you cannot tell me all these people who are talking, all the positive, the negative reactors, you can sue them all. Okay, you have money, you can do that, but will you win all those cases? That is now where the question is. Because you should not promise a lot. Don't promise your subscribers a lot, because you might not deliver all. Okay, there are some which you are going to win, some cases you are going to win, but there are some which you are not going to win. So you want to be just maybe someone who is just inside the court, out the court, and don't do your things. That will derail you more. Or cases have not started yet, and you are already feeling weak like this. Will you stand the heat of the court? Because you have to be strong. You started it, you have to finish it. It's like now, if Kiswahili says, ukiyavulia maji nguo ni sharti uoge. If you remove your clothes where there's water, you have to bath or shower. Now you've removed your clothes, now you have to shower. You made this bed, you have to sleep on it. So now do not feel weak like that. Just be strong, gather your courage, do what you know how to do best, because you have to Marwa. It has been maybe an emotional week. This is what I don't understand. Emotional to who?
It's very tough. It's very tough on us. Okay. But for the negative people, those ones, don't worry. We will deal with them. Don't worry. You don't worry. We've said we will.
That is the final, maybe firing letter to the positive reactors. If you have here now what the boss is saying. If you don't have, maybe you know what to do, because now he's not going to repeat it, but with him he can repeat it tomorrow. This thing is, he can talk about this thing because there's no content. We are not going to Africa now because we don't have all the things we have. Like now, Rosio hasn't gotten her driving license. We have to wait. Now he's talking about maybe in mid-April. Mid-April is not today, and then he might even extend it to next month. So he's going to Africa, still not known. Because if they were going to Africa, as he's talking about, all the papers, all the things they needed would have been ready. But now they're dragging him. Even himself, he doesn't know why it is taking Rosio time to get what she's supposed to get. Otherwise, to me, I see it like now she didn't pass the exam, she didn't pass the test, and that is why she has not gotten the license yet, driving license. Because if she had done everything well, why not get it? Huh? Why not? There are things which are happening. And Muraseno, my advice to you, sometimes you should be a man of the house. Some things need not to be brought out here, please. That is why I'm here to advise you. I would advise you in many videos, but you don't take it. You don't take it because you don't need. He thinks maybe if he tells people everything now, he's a good person. He thinks when he's now bringing everything which is happening in his home, now he's a good person, someone who is open. Open to who? Who wants you to open up? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for always being here for me. Let's soldier on. Let's pray so that God keep us safe. We don't want to be getting this strike. Let's try to not see our channel at all. In Jesus' name, amen. See you again in my next video. Thank you and bye-bye.